Okay, so I have been watching this girl on YouTube for not even a week. And she's talking about her life story and what she's all gone through. And she's really inspired me, even though I've only watched her once or twice. Back in 2017, I believe, started dating this guy. At first, everything was great. And then he started getting really verbal. And it got to the point I was scared sometimes. And then 2019 came along. Yeah, 2 years with him. 2019 came along, and he wasn't as verbal, and there was a few times that he did hit me. And all I could think was I deserved it. And that it's normal. And it got to the point I seriously got scared to even think about leaving him. And then May, I think it was, of 2019, I found out he was cheating on me with what I thought was one of my friends. And he dumped me for her. We were engaged and everything. And then June came along. And this guy that I've known for 14 years, was like, hey, I know you're going through a lot, but I was wondering if you'd want to go out. And, I've trusted this guy more than I ever trusted anyone. And I was like, you know what? For 15 years, you've been chasing me. For 15 years, I've been shooting you down and rejecting you. So I said yes. In August, everything went downhill. I started having these really weird dreams that my ex was coming back and he was gonna kill me. And that he was gonna hurt me because I moved on so quickly. And it got to the point I couldn't sleep. I was hardly eating. I was drinking more than any person probably should have drank, water-wise. And my anxiety got super bad, to the point I was having panic attacks again. And the guy I was dating, I, without even thinking, took everything out onto him. And he told me, and this was the biggest thing that anybody that has ever broken up with me has ever told me. And so I didn't know how to react to it. But he told me that even though he loves me and he cares about me and he would do anything for me, he'd rather see me get the help and everything rather than see me fight my demons and constantly worry about him more than I do myself. And I didn't know how to react to it. But anyways, after we broke up, we still stayed friends. And then probably 3-4 weeks after we broke up, I couldn't handle it anymore. I didn't know how to live without him by my side. Without his help and his support, even though I knew that I still had his support and I still had his help. And that no matter what, he would still be there for me. So, after, when he was at school one day, and I messaged one of our friends. It was like, I can't do it. And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm home alone. And I feel like I hurt him. I ruined part of his life. And that's the last thing I wanted to do. And she's like, you didn't ruin his life. And I was like, well, it feels like it. And I just want to end it. Well, I ended up hurting myself. And he ended up, which he didn't have to, but he ended up, even after everything I put him through, showing up to my house. And he was like, you know, no matter what, I'm always here for you. You've got a huge support system. And I'm always gonna love you. Even if we're not together. And no matter what, I'm gonna be there for you. And he was like, I want you to get the help that you need. I want you to start going back to therapy. Go to your doctors, put on anxiety medicine, something. And I was like, okay. And he's like, you have to promise me that you will never, ever hurt yourself again. No cutting, nothing.